Hi, Eric here from Socially Awkward Studios and Her Majesty's Secret Podcast. We hope you're going to enjoy this Four-Eyed Radio presentation. For more shows and podcasts, visit foureyedradio.com. While you're at it, why don't you visit hermajestiespod.com/contest and enter the 007 Holiday Returns Contest. That's right, we all get presents we just don't want. We want to take them back. Well, that happens with movies too. And there's always something you want to take back from a Bond movie. Just one little thing that you would change if you could. Tell us all about it and win some fabulous 007 prizes right from the Four-Eyed Radio Network. Go to hermajestiespod.com/contest for all the details.
Hey listeners, Eric here, also known as Trekkie B47, from the Starfleet Escape Podcast and the Ranger Command Power Hour. The more phenomenal episode you're about to listen to is brought to you by Raven Designs, illustration and design that fit your personality. For samples and inquiries, visit ravencruise.com.
No, man, I tell you. That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
We're recording.
Are we?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have to fart.
Does anybody know what episode this is?
20. Blah, blah, blah. It's the return.
It's
season
episode...
2. It's the first episode of season 2.
Cool. So this is
2.1.
This is a podcast number 23.
Season 2, episode 1.
No, it would still be season 1, episode 23. If you want to go traditional.
22.
Let's say it's a big blockbuster. So it's episode 23.
Are we basing it on animes?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we got 2 episodes,
2 episodes
before the finale.
Season 2?
Yeah.
We did take a break. A very long break.
Yeah.
It was a seasonal hiatus.
Yeah. Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Takes up your time.
Typically, you finish a season before a hiatus, or sabbatical, if you will.
Maybe. Writer's strike.
2000, what was that, 6, 7?
I don't remember when that was.
It was a while ago, I remember that. It ruined Heroes. Well, that show was shit after the first fucking season anyways.
I still watched it.
Has the miniseries come out? Has that been airing?
What?
The Heroes miniseries? They're going to do like an anthology type thing, like American Horror Story?
No.
Or it's going to be 13 episodes.
What are we talking about?
So, you know how American Horror Story is?
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
full story arc each season.
Yes.
Yes.
They're going to do that with Heroes.
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. I fucking ask them. I just know they're doing it.
All right.
So it's going to be like a 13 episode run, one story.
Okay.
Yeah. As opposed to
I didn't watch Heroes.
the first season's really good.
At all?
I watched like 2 episodes.
It's worth watching.
At least the first season, dude. I'm telling you, it's really good.
If you're the kind of guy that would watch Once Upon a Time, you'd enjoy Heroes.
I stopped watching that.
Yeah, but you watched like 5 seasons of that shit.
I watched 1.5 seasons.
That's 5. That's 5 seasons.
I only watched 2 seasons of Lost.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
that
never
show.
finished Lost.
I never got into that show.
Hey, this is the Geek Lazer podcast. In case you're listening to this and you don't know what the fuck you're listening to, and you clicked on it on iTunes and you forgot to read the title of the podcast,
the Laser Pod Geekcast.
This is the Laser Pod Geekcast, where if we don't care about it, you shouldn't talk about it.
Fuck you.
All right, so welcome to episode 23, season
7?
2.15, where we talk about stuff, video games and things and suches.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those things.
And talk about pop culture stuff. We talk about movies.
Christianity.
Talk about Christianity and Jesus. He will save you. He's in all of us.
Did you guys see that the tweet that C-3PO put out? It said that episode 7 is going to be replacing Empire Strikes Back as the best Star Wars film ever.
That's a bold statement.
It is a bold statement.
By a man made of gold metal.
Yeah, but he's just processing direct information. Like, there's no opinion whatsoever. Is not trying to hype up a movie that he's in.
He's like Data.
Yeah.
Nobody liked Data.
No, I just said he was like Data in that regard.
Nobody
You didn't like Data?
Nobody likes Data.
Data was all right. He was like a
I love his personality.
great personality. That sense of humor on that guy, and his capacity for empathy was amazing.
Yeah, he's got cute eyes.
He did. He did have cute eyes.
Fuck his eyes.
It wasn't
I would fuck his
C-3PO.
eyes.
It was Anthony Daniels.
Who's Anthony Daniels?
Who
is
is
that
Anthony
the man who
Daniels?
plays C-3PO?
Yeah.
I don't
Okay.
trust Anthony Daniels. That man has 2 first names for a name.
Yeah. No one with 2 first names should be allowed to post.
Things
Yep.
on stuffs.
No, never. Never.
And I quote, "No movie sequel is better than The Empire Strikes Back. You might eat those words for Christmas dinner in 2015. Joy and indigestion to the world."
Hashtag no homo.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so fucking stupid. Like, that really puts me off, actually.
It made Kevin James cry.
Yeah, but Kevin James is a...
Not Kevin
Like the
James.
dude
Kevin
from
Smith.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah,
Kevin
I'm
say,
sorry.
like, the dude from King of Queens.
King of Queens? Yeah. Everything makes him cry.
Yeah.
He's a pussy.
Especially when you take
I
away his
used to
cake.
be relevant.
Yeah. No, it did. It made Kevin Smith cry. He said it was great. And
Yeah, but like...
Oh, he's actually seen a pre.
he got taken to the set, yeah.
Yeah, he got taken to the set and he
Well,
walked
look,
up
dude,
onto
J.J.
the...
Abrams. I trust him. You know,
He's all right.
dude. Both Star Wars, or excuse me, Star
Star
Treks were
Treks.
amazing.
Yeah. Did he do Avatar?
No,
No, that was
Jim
James
Cameron.
There we go.
Jim Jameron.
Jim Cameron.
King's
Jim
Jammerin'. All right. Yeah, so fucking A, man. Did you see Walking Dead?
I'm not a fan of the show.
Same.
Really?
Yep,
Yeah.
I watched season 1 and I was like, this is dumb.
So fucking gory, this latest season. There's just tons of gore, barely any talking.
Because AMC has no audience anymore, so they're trying to bring
Yep.
people back in.
They got me. That's all they need.
That is all they need.
Yeah.
That's why I don't watch. You got me covered.
Yeah, but it was good. There's lots of zombies. No, it was mainly people killing people. Not as many zombies.
So person-on-person crime.
Yeah.
Paul, have you watched The Battery yet? Speaking of zombies,
I haven't.
you should watch that.
I will eventually.
It's like the best zombie movie I've seen in 5 years.
Better than... Oh, okay, in 5 years.
Yeah.
I was going to say better than Shaun of the Dead.
No, God, no. Come on.
Okay.
That's a really good zombie flick.
Yeah. It's top 5, right? I mean, up there with Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead and 28 Days.
I think the reason why it's so good is because it's a zombie movie making fun of zombie movies.
Yeah, it's very meta.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is. It was definitely ahead of its time, too.
Did
Yeah.
you see the last in the Cornetto trilogy, The World's End?
I did.
It was great.
I
wasn't
went
it?
I went and saw it at the Draft House in Austin.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie was phenomenal.
That movie theater is phenomenal.
Wait, what movie?
World's End?
World's End?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It's really good.
That's his best movie since Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, it's better
I don't
than
know,
Hot
man.
Fuzz.
I loved Hot Fuzz.
Did you?
Hot
Hot
Fuzz
Fuzz
is
is good.
I loved Hot Fuzz.
The best part about Hot Fuzz is just to sit there
Run,
and pick
Fat
out
Boy,
all
Run.
That's the same actor, different director and writer.
Oh, okay. I
But
liked it.
that's a great movie. Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, that was
Simon Pegg. That's his name, right?
That's the actor.
Yeah.
He's also the writer,
with
McDonough.
fat-
Nick
Dude.
Frost.
Nick Frost.
Yeah.
No,
Fat
Nick
dude.
Frost is the other actor.
Yeah, but they write their stuff together. I thought they did.
I thought it was like Martin McDonough was the guy's name.
World's End was
Because he
awesome.
was signed on
Yeah, it
to
was.
do Ant-Man. Like Ant-Man
That's
was his
right,
passion
and-
project.
And then they pulled it from him.
Yeah, and they wouldn't let him do it the way he wanted to. And he was the one that kind of championed the whole Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
And
Which
then-
Paul Rudd is Ant-Man, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So-
Because I didn't see him in the trailer.
Or at least that's my understanding. I could be behind on that.
So Paul Rudd is the star of Ant-Man, playing Ant-Man, who's not in the trailer for Ant-Man.
He might have been. I was looking for Paul Rudd and I didn't see Paul Rudd.
Did you see Ant-Man?
He might be trying to move away from his whole comedy dealio. Because the trailer seems super serious.
Yeah, didn't he do a super serious
Paul Rudd.
movie recently?
He's done some
He does
super serious
rom-coms.
movies.
Yeah, well, he did another like drama, I thought, recently.
I don't know. It's not like what's his name?
I don't know. I'm not IMDb.
That one guy.
Are you IMDb?
I am.
Okay. Then you should know. Paul, what have you been doing, man? It's been like 3 years since we recorded.
Video games.
Yeah?
Took a break from Destiny.
Yeah. I think everyone did.
Yeah. Mainly taking a break from Destiny because lack of content, and all my friends are going to play World of Warcraft this weekend.
Fuck yeah. No, next weekend.
Is it next
Yeah,
weekend?
it's the 13th.
Okay.
Dude, this next month is going to be the best month for video games ever. Well, not ever. Every November, you get a bunch of fucking releases, right? So, we have Call of Duty Advanced Warfare came out yesterday on the 4th. Well, technically on the 3rd if you pre-ordered it. And then we also have Sunset Overdrive, which came out at the end of October, that I'm playing now this month. Then you have Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which comes out next Tuesday, the 12th. Then you have on the 13th, you have Warlords of Draenor that's coming out. Then on the 18th, you have Dragon Age Inquisition and Assassin's Creed Unity. Then on the 21st, you have Super Smash Bros. Wii U and Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
So, Paul,
Yeah, how
what
are
have
you?
you been doing?
What have you been doing, man?
There's only one of those titles that counts, by the way.
No, there was those were all viable titles.
They're all good.
And there were some left out too.
Yeah.
Far Cry 4, Little
Cry
Big
4
Planet
and
3,
Little Big Planet,
Assassin's
yeah.
Creed Unity.
I said that
He
one.
said
okay.
that one.
I'm not looking
GTA
forward.
5
Yeah.
re-release
When does that come out?
pretty soon, I think.
Cool. I
You
think
can
it's next
pre-order
week.
it. Yeah, it could be.
I think it's next week.
Yeah, there's an asslet of games coming out.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But yeah,
Great
so,
month.
Why wouldn't they just make GTA 5 like a DLC as opposed to just re-releasing the game?
Because it's like a brand new...
because they're
Game.
re-rendering it like a whole new engine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're actually going above and beyond with that by making, first person
Yeah.
and, obviously some other features.
I don't know the details, but they're also fixing the online bullshit too. Because there was some problems with the online stuff. They're fixing that too. So it's going to look better. New consoles. And then the PC release is coming out later this year, right? I think.
Have they ever done GTA on a PC before?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They typically wait like a year after the game comes out and then release it for PC.
Yeah, they'll probably do that with Destiny too. After the DLC comes out, they'll probably release it for PC.
You mean Halo 6?
It's... I wouldn't call it Halo 6.
Because I think the next Halo would
is
be
Halo 5.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, you fucked that one up.
Yeah, I did. I showed you Destiny Alpha Omega.
I don't know. I bought Alien Isolation when it came out, and it wasn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, what did you think of it though?
I got 2 hours into it, and then
Yeah.
it reminded me of playing Myst when I was 7. I'm just like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, that was a confusing game.
Yeah. So it, then I don't know.
Did you ever feel like Myst was designed for old people who weren't good at video games and people who were good at video games sucked at Myst?
I think Myst was designed for software developers. Like just people that were like, I know this.
It's boring.
It's very boring.
It's boring, and the story doesn't make a lot of sense.
I remember going over to like a family friend's house where they didn't have any kids, and they're like, yeah, I got video games to play.
Myst.
Yeah, and it was Myst.
Or the original Baldur's Gate.
No, Myst.
Myst.
Or
yeah.
Lemmings.
No.
Or,
No.
no. Or if I was lucky, Lemmings.
I love Lemmings. I fucking loved it when I was a kid.
Yeah. I don't know. I got Call of Duty. It's fun. It's a Call of Duty.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's definitely not a Titanfall, which is nice.
Okay.
But there is jetpacks.
Did you not like Titanfall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was good.
But Call of Duty is the way that it is. I haven't started the story, and apparently it's actually notable and worth playing, so I'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
But I've been going back to older games. I booted up the PS3.
Yeah?
I'm playing Little Big Planet 2.
I never played it.
It's awesome.
Is it a Little Big Planet?
It's a Little Big Planet. Everything is made out of stuff that you make with your hands, like cardboard and cupcakes. And things like that. But I think the biggest draw to Little Big Planet is the online community, because people make like their own game modes for it. They make their own worlds. And
can you make custom content? Like, can you take like textures and stuff like that and like like pictures of stuff and input it into the game as platforms?
I played Little Big Planet Plants vs. Zombies last night.
That's cool.
Yeah. And people are really excited for the new one because before you had like a limited amount of content you can make.
Okay.
Little Big Planet 3, it's been speculated that you can make as much content as your hard drive can hold.
Okay.
So we're talking
500 gigs?
Yeah.
Is that a PS4 exclusive or?
Little Big Planet's always been a PlayStation exclusive.
Okay.
It's kind of like their one thing, that and Uncharted, that they hold on to for dear life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to Crash Bandicoot?
Got absorbed. And then started churning out Uncharted, and they were like, fuck Crash. Naughty Dog makes Uncharted, and Naughty Dog made Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, but they went from Crash Bandicoot to Jak and Daxter.
Yeah.
And then they made a bunch of Jak and Daxters because Crash Bandicoot like slowly phased out over the course of PS2.
Yeah.
And then Jak and Daxter became extremely popular. Mm-hmm. And then Jak and Daxter stopped at the PS2 era, and then PS3 they started making Uncharted and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's cool though.
Which do you prefer of the three?
Uncharted's a great ass game.
Yeah.
Jak and Daxter.
Dak and Jackster.
Dak and Jackster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a lot of fun with Uncharted.
Yeah.
I think it's not that it was different, because it's basically like a dude version of Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Or it's like
Indiana
Isn't Tomb
Jones.
Raider kind of a?
Yeah.
It is a lot like Indiana
Isn't
Jones.
Tomb Raider kind of a dude version of Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Big titted broad running around.
Yeah. Well, not if you played the new one.
As
They
in-
made them proportional.
they're still
they're
fucking big, dude.
They're
They're still like double
But they're not
Ds.
like early Lara Croft.
no, they're not
running
like
around with
they're not like
H's.
traffic cones. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not like bigger than her head anymore, which is sad.
That's a
it's very
goddamn
sad.
shame
It's
is what that is.
That is a loss, and
For
all
society.
men are suffering. Yeah, everybody
Well, not only for men, that's a loss for women. I mean, what are they going to look up to now?
and children.
Like literally, like what are they going to aspire to? Like small-breasted, educated, independent.
Well, Lara Croft, she was educated. She
Well,
had to.
but I mean, come on.
She was smart as hell.
She
Yeah.
was pretty.
She was smart enough to know that.
I'm pretty sure she was a PhD. Like,
She was smart enough to know that she
like
needed
in
to be running
anthropology
around.
or-
and-
Yeah.
architecture.
She needed to be running around in some cut-off anthropology shorts and a tight-ass shirt at all times. She was that smart. I'll give her that.
Yeah, she didn't really dress for the raiding of tombs.
She did not.
Nope.
No. Or excavation or archaeology in any degree.
No.
So
She
I
wore
guess
really
Uncharted
short
would be
shorts.
more like Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the kind of like, hey, this is a great game about pirates and stuff, and like Somalians and shit, and then it gets all
Wait,
weird
there's
and
Somalians in the game?
gets all weird and alien at the end.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. I don't care what people say. I liked Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Did you really?
Yep.
You're a bad person.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Dude, every single Indiana Jones has some supernatural in it.
They always have.
Yeah, but
They stuck to the same
They
formula.
did.
yeah.
I don't see why.
Played
Like,
the fridge though. Come on.
yeah, dude. He
Was
does
the
a
fridge
lot of
even
stupid
in the Kingdom
shit.
of the Crystal Skull?
Dude, he got his fucking heart pulled out.
No, he didn't.
He did in Temple of Doom.
I
Yeah.
thought the priest pulled out somebody else's heart.
I think he stuck his hand in his chest.
He was about to pull it
It's
out.
been a while.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite Indiana
Yeah.
Jones.
Dude, that movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
But I mean,
Yeah.
for your refrigerator argument, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and take a rescue raft and jump out of a plane with it in the Himalayas, and I'm just gonna float down like this.
Exactly.
That was in Temple of Doom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
people do that all the time. How do you think people get up to Everest?
There was an Asian kid in Temple of Doom.
Oh my god.
Short
He-
round?
He was the most racist
Caricature.
character.
Yeah.
Oh god,
Yeah.
that was bad.
Yeah. I love Indiana Jones.
I like when Stewie does short round on Family Guy. That's so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Racism.
It's there.
Yeah.
Just gotta look.
Yeah.
Not very hard.
No.
It's everywhere.
Ebola.
Yeah, we all have it.
We do.
If you're listening to this right now, you have Ebola.
And if you didn't, you do now.
This is the Ebola podcast.
It's spread through podcasts.
Yep. Dude, someone at work was being like, yeah, Ebola is an airborne virus. And I was like, you're fucking
No, you have to play with shit, you dumbass.
You are so stupid. She's like, yeah, but if you sneeze and your particles go into the air, then it's in the air and it's airborne. No, your particles are living in the fluid that you ejected into the air. Ebola can't fucking travel through the air magically.
But what if it's magic Ebola?
Then it can travel wherever it wants. Travel through time.
What if it's not even Ebola?
Uh-oh.
Ebola Gate.
So it's like the man just trying to keep us down again?
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
Those fucking
The
Republicans.
Illuminati, man.
Dude, it is
It's done.
the
We're
Illuminati.
done. That's it. This is game over. This is America trying to take our freedom and our rights.
Fuck Obama.
I probably would if I could.
Yeah.
Did you vote midterm elections?
No, I did not.
I did not.
I thought about it.
There was a reason why there was a 12% turnout for under 30.
I know, dude. I thought about it.
Nobody cares.
Did you hear about that 18-year-old girl who campaigned outside of her dorm room and became like the America's youngest stateswoman? I don't even remember what she got elected for, but it was in West Virginia.
Should just get her college to vote for her, or what?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's fucking West Virginia, though.
Yeah.
It is West Virginia.
I'm surprised they didn't
West Virginia.
elect a fucking bottle of moonshine for...
They tried. It didn't fly.
They did, yeah.
It was a 65 to
They
60.
only found out it was a bottle of moonshine at the acceptance speech. And they had to go to the second
Fucking
choice.
sat there, mason jar full of fucking white lightning.
Yeah. What else you been doing, Paul? So you played Alien Isolation, and then you didn't like it.
Nope.
Because it was dumb.
Yep. I don't think it was dumb. I just don't think that I was capable of playing.
I heard
that game.
there was like a 10-hour wall before it gets reasonably good and exciting.
I played about 2 hours. I streamed it, and then after about the 30th comment, hey, you suck. I was like, you know what I do? And I just turned it off.
Oh! The commenters got you.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Hey, at least you put
That was
yourself
me,
out
by
there.
the way. I just
You
commented 30 times.
made
you suck.
yourself vulnerable. You took a step. It just didn't work out.
Nope. Didn't happen.
It's my inner dialogue.
Yeah.
You suck. All the time.
That's not good. It's not positive at all.
It's not very positive.
It's realistic, though.
I was going to ask you, I saw a trailer for a game because the mod, what's the scary game mod that they just put up out of nowhere? They put it on the...
DayZ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw a trailer for a game, and it was like the scariest game you'll ever play, and it had all these people's reaction shots. So there's a camera, and they're sitting in this room, and they're playing the game. They start screaming and freaking out. I didn't know if it was the same game.
Evil Within?
That's
that
Within,
game.
yeah.
Yeah, I bought that.
Was it good?
No.
I didn't think so.
I really liked it at first because I was obsessed with the idea of it. And I saw the trailers and I read some stuff about it, and because I forget his name, but the same dude who did Resident Evil 4 did this game, and I was like, oh sweet, I fucking love Resident Evil 4. Maybe this will have some throwbacks. It'll be similar type of horror. And it just fucking sucks. Yeah.
Have you played it?
I have not, which is funny.
Do you want my copy?
No.
I'll trade you for Alien Isolation.
It's
then we'll have
digital. I've been buying
both.
digital day ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I like physical.
I did for a while, and then I got tired of where to put the boxes. I don't like to display them. I don't care anymore. I think that we've exited the world of not entirely, but I think that the world of collections and stuff like that, in gaming, have dwindled significantly since back to the SNES and the boxes and stuff like that. Personally,
I still collect shit.
I know you do. I'm not saying that there's no market. I'm saying that the market has gone down significantly. It's 10 years ago, it was dude, check out my fucking DVD collection. And now it's
dude,
God damn it, why the fuck do I want to get up to grab a DVD?
Right.
I have it on my computer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Everything's going that way.
there's
Yeah.
there's for me,
Unless
there's-
you're a hipster, it's just going backwards.
Yeah.
Fucking...
For me, there's just some nostalgic effect of collecting video game stuff, especially strategy guides or the
especially
boxes.
as guys, we're all drawn to collect something, right?
Yeah.
I think It's just what
I collect teeth.
Yeah.
Dude, that is awesome. I collect taxidermy.
Yeah.
I collect women's undergarments.
Do you sneak into their house at night when they're sleeping and take them?
No, I roofie them in public.
Oh, dude, that's a good idea. Nobody ever sees it coming.
No.
I had a buddy whose theory was smoke pot in public. Just because it's so brazen that nothing's...
Weed is legal in D.C. now.
In D.C.?
Yeah.
Washington, D.C.?
Yep. Get this, though.
All right.
It's not even like, a couple grams. It's you can carry up to 2 ounces.
That's a lot of pot.
And have up to 6 live plants.
That's a lot of pot.
As long as you're over the age of 21.
Whoa.
That's a ton of pot. Do you think that the government's coming around, and this is maybe like Illuminati conspiracy theory, to the idea that weed may not be physically addictive, but it fucks with you mentally to the point where you don't really do anything or go anywhere or have any ambition to do anything with your life and don't really give a shit about anything. So the more people that care less about what's kind of going on in society and participate in society
makes it easier for them.
Makes it easier for them to do it.
I think if you're going to smoke weed to begin with, you already have the mentality that you fucking you're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there's a lot of potheads that are fucking very passionate about conspiracy theories.
Yes, but have you seen them do anything about it?
Stupid people.
No.
Exactly.
No, they just like to talk about it and listen to jam bands. They do something about it. They listen to fucking Widespread Panic.
Or Fish.
Yeah.
Trey Anastasio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, video games.
Anime.
Also played Payday 2.
Yeah.
Great game.
Cool.
It's been out forever.
Yeah.
Catherine
I never
again.
got into
What'd you say?
Payday 2.
Catherine. I've started playing Catherine again.
Oh, okay.
Because my fiance got cracked out on puzzle games, and I was like, try this game.
And you were like, wait a second, this is the greatest game ever?
Yeah, well, I got the true good ending, so I didn't care anymore. But now we're playing it through the true bad ending, even though I've already seen it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Didn't you watch all of it on YouTube?
I did.
I didn't.
I told you what happened with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it for 2 straight days over here.
It's only about 9 hours.
And then didn't save it. Yeah. So I lost like 8 hours of gameplay.
Oh.
Yeah. And then so I was like, fuck it. And I just watched all the endings.
That's a difficult game.
It's fun. We were fucking cracked out on that.
Yeah, for hours.
It's a great game.
I like Catherine.
I did too. Which Catherine's your favorite Catherine?
I always play good guys, so Catherine with a K.
Yeah.
Even if she did lie about being
Catherine with the C is the blonde with the big tits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the demon Catherine.
Yeah, that's my shit.
Watched a movie.
Great.
Yeah, it's called The Judge.
Great.
Oh, was it good? It looked like Oscar bait.
It was good.
Was it?
It was good. It was like I had to look up who directed the movie because it was so odd. Because it was just this fucked up, dark movie where they just like it didn't look like they like just threw in like a light comedy to it, but it was just enough where like it'd prevent you from crying. You'd be like ha ha ha.
So it's like legitimately good.
Up. It was good. I really enjoy Robert Downey Jr.
I do too.
I haven't heard of The Judge. What's the premise?
Like Robert Downey Jr. is his kid, right?
Yeah. The premise of it is that Robert Downey Jr. is this hotshot judge who defends tons of guilty people. He's just high priced
hotshot lawyer.
Yeah, and his dad is this judge from this small town.
Okay.
Where he's all about the book, abiding the law, and all about how the
book is in the
system,
good book?
Yeah.
Like the Bible?
So he's
no,
kind of the
like,
opposite.
Yeah, they're the exact opposites.
Okay.
And then he ends up getting accused of murder, his father.
Okay.
Murder.
And basically he comes back and kind of like this, what's the word I'm looking for?
Reunion?
No. Like this, like unlikely, like team up of him representing his father in this small town.
So is it like a?
It's like a dark My Cousin Vinny.
Kind of.
Is it like a buddy comedy, like Rush Hour?
No.
Unlikely duo.
It's definitely not. No matter which way you look at it, it's a drama. It's a serious drama.
Yeah.
with a lot of serious things that happen with a few jokes here and there that kind of lighten it in this weird dark setting.
It's interesting. To me, it just looked like total the way it was marketed. Just
I kind of felt that way too. And then Robert Downey Jr. did an AMA on it.
Yeah,
and he kind of went a little bit more in depth on it, and I think that's what
kind of sold you on it.
Yeah.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 6 boners.
Nope, that's not the scale. You got to do it right. 1 to 5 boners.
It is 1 to 5 boners. I'd give it 4 boners.
I have an extra boner,
4 boners.
Dude, that's a solid score.
Yeah, it was good. I don't normally like dramas, and I think that's why. Like, I just don't. I don't like serious movies most of the time unless there's aliens and shit.
Yeah.
Cool. That's not a serious movie then.
What?
If there's aliens and shit.
I don't know. Have you seen Alien? That's a pretty fucking serious movie.
Yeah, but it's got aliens.
You ever seen Prometheus? That's a pretty serious movie.
That movie sucked.
It's very
You ever seen Event Horizon? That's
Dude,
a serious
I love that
movie.
fucking movie.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I love Event Horizon.
So good.
It's Hellraiser in space. They're making a new Hellraiser.
I saw
the original
that
one again.
Yep, Clive Barker's rewriting it.
No.
Yeah.
That should be good.
We tried to watch Hellraiser a few months ago.
I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, you watch
We went to
Hellraiser
bed.
by yourself at night. That's how you watch Hellraiser.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
It's terrifying.
Cool.
That's pretty much it.
All right. Let's take a little break, and we'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, tiptoe through the window, by the window, that is where I'll be. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me. Oh, tiptoe from the garden, by the garden, on the willow tree. Come tiptoe through the tulips with me.
I didn't know where it started off, so I don't know if that's good or bad, if that's a lot, if it's a little bit.
Are we talking about peanut butter or the podcast?
Both. Peanut Butter Podcast.
Both.
Both.
Barf.
Barf.
Yep.
Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Part man, part dog. I'm my own best friend. God,
So-
I miss John Candy.
So what else you been doing, Paul?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's,
That's fucking topical as shit.
Okay, it's Call of Duty.
Is it an FPS?
It is an FPS.
Is it PvP?
There is PvP.
Is it MMO?
It is not.
Is it JRPG?
Well, it's
It
kind
is
of
not.
MMO. It's massive multiplayer online. No, that's not massive.
It's like, what is it, like 10v10?
It's like MMO, minimal multiplayer online.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's set in 2053.
Because it's advanced.
Everybody wears exoskeletons, kind of like that one Tom Cruise movie.
Edge of Tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like a perk that you can get. I haven't played single player, which I need to because everybody's been telling me that it's phenomenal. I watched Conan play it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it's fucking good. Like, what I heard from the single player is they do, like, it's like in the future, and South Korea is invading North Korea. Right? And
Yes.
then you kind of drop in. And
No,
you have,
North Korea is invading South Korea.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought South Korea is invading North Korea. I don't know. I haven't played it. That's just what I heard. Could be wrong. But the point is, like, you drop in, and then, like, some events unfold. It's got Kevin Spacey. It's got cutscenes. I guess the CG is really good, and Kevin Spacey does a good job.
It really has Kevin Spacey.
Fuck yeah.
As Kevin Spacey.
I feel like we're getting close to peak Spacey, though.
I think so, too.
Maximum Spacey.
Yeah. Like
There's only
all
so
those
much
commercials, only so much K-Pax.
But then I hear, like, kind of like it fast forwards a few years, and then, like, you see the results of the campaign's broken up into two parts. Like, you perform some actions, and then the second half of the campaign, like, it's the world that you live in after the events.
Did you see the clip where Call of Duty has broken down the military to the point where you're at a funeral and it's press X to pay respects?
Yeah, I saw that. What? Did you also see the fucking Kotaku thing where it was like, what else would you press X for? And, like, there was just these comments of just fucking press X to do this, press X to do that. I can't remember, but it's funny. Humor.
But it's a fun game. I'm always into survival modes. The survival mode's okay, nothing spectacular.
Are there zombies?
There's zombies in the DLC.
What?
Season pass, $50.
That sounds like a good deal.
Not after I paid $60 for a fucking game.
What?
Yeah, for 4 multiplayer maps.
I don't like some of the new business models that a lot of the games are doing.
No, and it's...
You mean the ones where they fucking rape you for more money?
Yeah, like
you mean
Destiny.
Activision?
Yeah.
Activision is...
Activision turned out Destiny.
Yeah, they did. EA does the same thing.
Yeah, don't fucking forget about EA.
Yeah, EA's the fucking devil.
God damn.
Actually, Sims 4 is not bad.
You know, didn't they get
EA
so much...
kind of start all that?
No. They didn't start it. Expansions have been around. Like, there's one thing...
No, but kind of championed it and made it mainstream.
I don't know who started the season pass stuff.
Whatever happened to Call of Duty Elite?
I don't know.
Did that fizzle out?
I have no idea. I think it still exists in some form.
Okay. Call of Duty Elite was like this, like, pay for premium, like, tool thing or utility for Call of Duty games where you paid more money to, like, unlock shit.
Yeah. I think that's still somewhere in the world today that we live in. But, so Advanced Warfare. I know you have a few boners over there. How many boners would you rate Advanced Warfare?
3.5.
3.5? That's
3.5 boners. I haven't bought a Call of Duty since Black Ops. World at War is still my favorite Call of Duty, hands down.
Yeah.
Sledgehammer, this is their first time developing a Call of Duty game all on their own.
But that's the same team, basically, that did Dead Space, right? Sledgehammer?
It's 2 dudes. 2 dudes from Dead Space.
One game?
Okay.
From
2 dudes, one game.
Yeah, 2 dudes, one game.
No.
3 cups.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, you're like,
3
oh, okay,
cups.
Dead Space, and it didn't have, like, any type of a Dead Space feel. It's Call of Duty.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I thought it was more than that. I thought there was more people that worked on Dead Space.
That's what I thought, too, and I actually looked up Sledgehammer, and the only other thing they did was co-develop MW3.
Okay.
As Sledgehammer games.
Okay. Because that's the first time they broke off was after Black Ops and the original Dead Space came out. Like around... That was last gen. But I'm pretty sure... But Infinity Ward and Treyarch, they still have their hand in the pot.
They
do. On the new Call of Duty game. Like, they have individuals that's like... There's like... I looked it up, and I think there's like a rotating 3 or 4 people that actually go in between all of the studios and make sure like it's still a Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that probably makes sense. Treyarch's up next year. There's been talks about World at War 2.
There has. Can you dolphin dive?
You can't. You can slide. Dolphin dive was a Treyarch.
Yeah, but you can slide. So
you
Treyarch,
can
you can dolphin dive. Infinity Ward, you can't do that.
No,
and then in Sledgehammer, you can slide.
You can power slide.
Power slide.
Like power slide?
And double jump.
And like dash left and right?
Like strafe?
Yes. Yeah, you can power dash, you can double jump.
Like strafe and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do all those kinds of things, and it's cool. The multiplayer, it feels all right. Like, I mean, it's multiplayer, you know what I mean?
Is the co-op better, like the co-op survival mode?
The co-op survival mode, to me, feels slightly better than Modern Warfare 3 survival.
Okay.
Like, it didn't feel 100% broken, but it also felt super monotonous. It was kind of you have the armor side and the weapon side boxes, and they did tier it off. So, like, you can't buy something if you have the money. You have to wait until you get to wave 10, or you have to wait until you get to wave 15 to get this, which makes it a little bit more challenging.
So, like, as opposed to zombies and Black Ops, where, like, if you killed
money,
a bunch of zombies in round 1, you could buy a gun round 1.
Yeah.
So you have to wait until certain checkpoints, basically.
But I don't know. The waves are supposed to be, I'm assuming, random, and they have like a defend here or kill everybody here or collect these 35 dog tags for whatever fucking reason.
Okay.
You know, things like that. But I don't know. I'm still a zombies mode fan.
Yeah. Which, even zombies, like, zombies in Black Ops wasn't as good as Nazi zombies.
Dead Snow?
Black Ops 1 it was, absolutely.
I didn't enjoy it as much.
Black Ops 1, absolutely, because then you had the machine, where you could upgrade your guns.
And the boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the boxes is from the original one, but that's all you had.
There wasn't boxes in Nazi Zombies, like random... Oh, yeah, there were.
Yeah, they just had one box in regular Nazi Zombies. But then in Black Ops, they started to do actual, like, progressions. Like, it was, like, objective-based. Like, do this,
like
do this to survive more.
Exactly, yeah. Like that one map where you had to turn on the different power...
Yeah, or you had to go to DEFCON 5 because you were in, like, the bunker in the White House.
I didn't play that one, I don't think.
With JFK.
Shivka.
Is that one of the DLCs?
No, that was one of 2 Nazi Zombies maps that came out for Black Ops 1.
Oh.
And if you knew the code, you could play them without even playing the story. There was like a cheat code where like you'd tap L1 and R1 and you'd rip yourself out of the...
Were there zombies in Black Ops 2?
Yes. I didn't like it as much. There was like the train mode where like you'd hop on the train.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah. No, Black Ops 1 definitely was very, very good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably going to get it.
Actually, now that I'm thinking, I think World at War was the one with the Wonder Waffle and stuff like that. I think that was the 4th map on the DLC.
At World at War?
Nope.
They had DLCs back in...
World War II?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had DLCs for World at War. They had map packs. They were
okay.
Yeah.
When did the season pass start? When did that idea fucking happen?
I have no idea.
Because that's fucking horrible.
Remember the first time I saw it was for Last of Us.
No, it was way before that.
There's
been Call of Duties that have been doing it for years. There's been other games that have been doing it. But, so, 3.5 boners, huh? How much time have you spent on it so far?
4 hours.
Okay. You could have almost beat the campaign by then.
I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have.
I'm looking up start of the season pass. So I'm going to see if there's anything here. And I am finding stuff related to hunting. Okay. Well, that was a failure.
Yes.
Yep.
And boring.
Yeah.
So, Marvel.
Do we want to move into news? Want to
No.
talk about that?
We can talk about whatever.
Do we want a format?
No.
All right.
Fuck formats.
Fuck it.
That was a good band.
Fuck formats.
Is that really a band? Fuck
They're
formats?
no, format.
Yeah, fuck formats.
I don't like the format.
Like floor mats?
Floor mats, like in your car.
Take it out, roll it up. Fuck it.
Their songs were very one note, but they got their point across.
All right. Adam.
Zach.
Yeah?
What?
Hey,
Yo.
you look really bored.
I'm just listening.
You don't like Call of Duty?
It's different strokes for different folks, I guess. You know?
So what is it about Call of Duty that you don't like?
Is it the 10-year-olds?
That's a big part of it. I don't know. I never got into the FPS games. You guys know that. So if it's Call of Duty, if it's Titanfall, if it's Destiny, none of those games excite me.
Is it the point of view that throws you off? Or like the repetition?
It's the to me, and for me, they're all the exact same game.
It's because they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look very, very similar.
Yeah.
So
The one FPS that does it really differently, I think, is probably Battlefield.
I don't know.
Just because you can mix it up and go in a helicopter and kill people and go in a tank and kill people. You ever played that one?
You can do that in Halo.
Halo's fucking great.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
I'm going to jerk off so hard to that game. What have you been doing?
Watching a lot of horror movies.
Top 5.
Of all time?
Of recent memory.
Like, I need a time frame.
I want to know your top 5 of all time.
Top 5 horror movies of all time. Ready? Evil Dead 2?
Okay. Is that 5?
No.
Or 1?
In no particular order.
Okay.
Because that could be number 1.
Okay.
So, this is without breaking it down into just subgenres of horror.
Yeah, just horror.
Event Horizon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alien.
What? Alien 2?
No, Alien.
I like Alien 2 a lot.
You mean Aliens?
Aliens, yeah. The second one.
The Omen.
Damien.
It's all for you, Damien. And
Aliens, Omen, Event Horizon,
Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2. Uno más, señor.
Uno más. I don't know. Probably Night of the Living Dead.
The original?
Okay. Yeah.
The 1961?
Yeah.
Okay.
Zach, what was your top one for horror?
I don't fucking know.
No?
I mean, those are just all off the top of my head, right?
I don't know. In recent memory, I haven't really gotten off on horror a whole lot. But I'm a really big fan of Poltergeist.
Ooh.
I really like that movie.
Poltergeist was great.
I really like the found footage movies too, though. I mean, because you started getting into subgenres, like the VHS movies were good.
Uh-huh.
I really liked Paranormals 1 through 3.
Would you call The Shining a horror movie? Because if you,
yes,
yeah, that's
I
definitely
would.
horror. Yeah, probably The Shining then.
The Shining, yeah.
That's good.
My number one of all time would be Tobe Hooper's original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Dude, that movie's great.
Movie's terrifying.
See, the way I rate horror movies in my head is how much they scared me, and most of the horror movies that scared me a lot was when I was a child. Exactly. So the horror movies I've seen recently, I grade differently. I'm like, well, that's unique, that's new, that's some cool special effects, that was some good suspense there, and like intellectualize them a lot and break them down and analyze them. But the ones that I enjoyed the most and like scared me the most is probably the ones I watched as a child, which would be The Shining.
I think the last time I was legitimately scared by a movie, it was probably the first Paranormal.
Yeah, that was me too.
Like I saw that, my girlfriend and I at the time thought we were going to see The Fourth Kind.
Okay, yeah, with Mila Jovovich.
Yeah, where it's like spliced.
Isn't that supposed to be like a sequel to Flatliners?
I don't know. I know that they use like real footage of the.
That's
the
what
sessions,
it was. Okay.
You know?
I don't know why I thought it was a sequel to Flatliners.
So that's what we thought we were going
Sandra
to see,
Bullock
and those
horror
were
movie.
out at the exact same Halloween, and we ended up. I don't know. We just
saw it instead.
Swapped the names in our head, and so we went and saw Paranormal Activity, and holy shit, dude! I think we slept with the lights on for like 2 straight days.
Really?
Yeah,
that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I haven't had a movie affect me like that as an adult. But one movie that really fucked with me was Blair Witch.
Dude, I just rewatched that. And the evolution of found footage movies, it doesn't hold up in that regard because they've just learned to do so much more with the tricks and all that.
Progress.
Yeah.
But if you look at one of the things that's really cool about that movie is that the actors that they hired to play those roles, they really didn't tell them what was going on. They took and they said, hey, you put them in the woods. And then they legitimately fucked with them without telling them. So a lot of that fear and angst and nervousness is
genuine.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the ending of the movie where the one camera, you're hearing the sound from one camera that's in a different part of the house and you're seeing the footage from the other camera was just fucking pure genius.
Yeah.
And I saw that in the theater when I was 18, and I was that fucked me up, dude.
Yeah.
That movie. I was like watching it through my fingers.
Yeah. I saw that when I was really young with like a buddy of mine, and like it freaked us the fuck out. And I was probably like 10, 11, 13, somewhere around there probably. Can't remember exactly.
Have you seen Trick or Treat? Like Trick?
I know what you're talking about, but no.
Dude, it's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of like you know how Your Next is fun.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's like that.
I love
it's an
Your
anthology
Next.
horror movie, so it's like different stories that are told through a bigger story, like VHS.
Okay.
But yeah, that's really good. And they're apparently making a second one. But.
Speaking of movies, they're apparently making more Marvel fucking movies.
Yeah, definitely. They announced the lineup through 2019, so I don't know what they're going to... Do you think they're going to do... I mean, do you think that they're going to continue it because it's going to make a ton of money and they're not going to give up making a ton of money?
No, there's no way that they're not, because there's no way that Disney didn't know about it before they were in talks of buying Marvel. And you know that Marvel wouldn't have done it if they were like, oh, maybe.
I can't wait until like 10 years from now, maybe 20 years from now, when they've exhausted all the mainstream resources and they start making weird stuff like Iron Spider.
Well, there's gonna be a
you know what I mean?
You know, I mean my like sub comic book or lower ranked comic book character movie that I would like to see would be Cloak and Dagger. I think that would be so fucking badass.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
So Cloak and Dagger, it's like a duo, right? And Cloak is like this big dude.
Kind of like Rush Hour?
Yep, just like Rush Hour. God, you got it, dude. Like, you knew exactly where I was going. And he, like, protects Dagger, and Dagger's this... So it's a black dude and a white girl, right? And so Dagger, like, does all the fighting and stuff, and Cloak's, like, her protector. It's fucking super cool.
That's
you should
cool.
check it out. Yeah.
It's a comic?
No, it's a newspaper.
Weird.
I know.
Okay.
Like Parade magazine, it's just like that.
I love Parade.
Yep.
Is there any cartoons on it or anything? Like, have they progressed it at all? Or is it pretty like a standalone?
No, it's kind of straightforward print media.
Is it in the Marvel universe or is it DC universe or is
It's
it
in
just
a universe.
which one?
I believe it's DC.
But is
I'll have to look.
it set in the DC
read it.
universe or is it
Or is it like a separate universe
or is it just
inside
published
of the DC
by
world?
Yeah.
No, I think it's just published by DC.
Okay.
But I used to read it when I was a kid. I haven't read it in forever.
So the Marvel lineup, I haven't looked it up. So the Marvel lineup is
They
what?
announced like 9 movies.
That's a lot of fucking movies.
Yeah.
There's another Captain America. No more Iron Man.
Civil War, that's a big one. That's like the biggest one that's coming out as far besides Ultron.
What's Civil War?
So Civil War is another whole story arc where it's fighting amongst the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. and
Okay.
they're kind of going at each other because they find out that S.H.I.E.L.D. has worked with Hydra.
Okay.
And so that's kind of sets up so that story arc is what they're going to use to set up the Infinity Wars.
So is it going to be like kind of like the Avengers where it's a bunch of multiple superheroes?
Yeah and no. I mean, it's still going to be a Captain America movie.
Oh, so it's like Captain America Civil Wars?
Captain America Civil War.
Okay.
But through that's going to be that's kind of the starting point. The big starting point for Phase 3. I mean, Ant-Man's the starting point for Phase 3, but really what's going to kick off the...
I actually have a lineup for the next 6 years if you want me to go through them.
Yeah, go through it. Let's go through it and we'll talk about each one.
Okay.
Fuck my life and what's going on.
Big Hero 6 happens tomorrow, by the way. We'll start with that.
Okay.
Avengers, Age of Ultron.
Yep.
It's May 1st next year.
And we're all very excited for that, right?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Ant-Man is July 17th.
You've all seen the Avengers trailer, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen it where
Both trailers.
where they did the Pinocchio splice?
No.
Because, you know, at the end he says, he's quoting the Pinocchio song,
Yeah.
right? So they do the whole trailer, but it's Pinocchio to like the Avengers, the sound from the Avengers trailer. Dude, it's so creepy. It's good. You should check it out.
Okay. And then
Just Google Pinocchio Avengers trailer.
August 7th is Fantastic Four.
Yeah. So let's back up to Ant-Man. Are you worried? It's like, I mean,
To be honest, I knew nothing of Ant-Man before it came out.
well, Hank Pym is important. He's incredibly important.
I have a lot of faith and trust in Marvel Studios. They've done good by me last
What's
few
the
years.
worst Marvel movie? Iron Man 2?
Marvel Studios?
Hulk?
Or Marvel character
Marvel
movie?
Studios.
Did they do the latest Hulk? Because that would definitely be the worst.
Yeah, the one with
Edward Norton?
No, what was the second one? Yeah, with Edward Norton.
Yeah.
Because
I
the
thought
first
that
one
was
was
good.
Eric Bana. I didn't see it because the first one was
That's
so
probably
bad.
going to be the worst out of it.
The first one?
decent.
Yeah, with Eric Bana.
That one's horrible. That one.
Yeah, that
shouldn't-
one was garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the only one I've seen. I didn't see the second one.
Oh, watch the second one. It's good.
Yeah.
But I think if that's done by Marvel Studios, I think out of all of the recent movies,
I would seriously say Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 2 is terrible.
I like Iron Man 2.
Dude, and the further I get away from Iron Man 3, that's not so good either.
Really? I still like it. I'll rewatch it.
The ending with all the
I
Iron
liked
Man
all three.
suits and shit.
Yeah, especially because it's like, I'm never going to be Iron Man again. Well, that's not true.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't make sense.
I liked all 3 Iron Man movies.
I think the first one is, we've had this conversation before, but I think the first one's the best superhero movie ever made. The very first Iron Man.
it was great.
Yeah.
It's good.
And it set the tone for all the Marvel Studios movies after that.
Wasn't
Yeah.
the first Iron Man, the ending led into the Hulk movie?
You mean the
don't know.
teaser piece at the end
Yeah.
credits? I believe it did.
Yeah, where he met up with the general and he's like, yeah, we got somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was so into it because of that. Okay, so February 12th, 2016,
Yep.
Deadpool.
All right.
I mean, like, that's my shit, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that's my favorite superhero. If they're able to get it rated R, I can't tell you.
Well, it's Fox, so I mean,
yeah,
they could,
but Fox has fought to keep it PG-13 because everything else in the X-Men universe, all that bullshit is PG-13.
But
so they'll probably lose revenue if it goes R.
That's their theory.
That's their theory, but I don't think people will like.
You can't do Deadpool PG-13.
You can't.
It would be really shitty if they did.
Yeah.
Or they have to have somebody really fucking smart write the script.
Yeah, but you have a better chance of getting a rated R Deadpool with Fox than you would have with Marvel Studios.
Yeah, probably.
I doubt Marvel Studios would do an R movie.
No, because they're owned and merged with Disney.
Yeah, exactly. Batman versus Superman, March
Okay.
25th.
Isn't that DC?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, you're doing both.
I'm doing superheroes, man.
Okay.
The next 6 years.
Okay.
These are all movies that are all like
Announced
general
for the
dates.
next 6 years? Okay.
It gives you a better idea.
I heard a good take on Batman recently and what like him being such a piece of shit. Because so here's Batman, right? And he's funding his hobby, aka crime fighting, through Wayne Enterprises.
Yeah.
And then he's going around and punching people in the dick who are just trying to get a little bit of extra money for their family because they're working at Wayne Enterprises. And they keep getting their fucking pay cut and their benefits taken away from them so that fucking Bruce Wayne could fight crime and be a dick. I was like, all right, I can get behind that.
Yeah, that's a Batman Catch-22, man.
Yeah.
All right, May 6th is Captain America 3.
Bam. That's the Civil War?
Yeah.
Okay.
May 27th, X-Men Apocalypse.
That'll be good.
I'll watch the fuck out of that.
Yep.
Apocalypse is sick.
See, I really like that they're together, though, because it leads me to believe that they're talking about possibly collaborating.
Well,
What, Fox and Marvel Studios?
Yeah. They've said that it's not impossible.
Well, maybe then they can get the fucking rights back for...
well, Wolverine,
Spider-Man and
Wolverine
Wolverine.
was an Avenger.
Yeah. So was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but I think they gave up on
Spider-Man, Sony.
Spider-Man. Yeah. Sony.
It's Sony. And then, so Fox owns X-Men.
Fox owns X-Men. Yeah. And actually, there's this weird gray area. That's why Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are in Captain America 3.
But they have to rename them something else, right?
No, they're
okay.
No, they both say that they have the rights.
So they both have the rights to those characters.
Basically, yeah.
All right.
So they're showing up in both
Why
movies.
is that some
And in the
gray
latest-
area?
But Fox also doesn't give a shit because they were like, yeah, here's Quicksilver, that's it, we're done. We don't care.
All right.
In the latest Ultron comic book series, Spider-Man's a huge part of it.
Spider-Man's always a huge part
Yeah.
of the Avengers.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that Marvel's given up on trying to work with Sony. But
Yeah.
who knows? But the fact that both of those are together with Captain America and, that's the Civil War
Yeah.
and the Apocalypse leads me to believe
There may be a crossover.
there might be a crossover for the
that would be
Infinity
fucking
War.
rad, dude.
Yeah.
I hope so.
July 8th, Doctor Strange.
I know. It's
That's-
your boy. Say it.
What?
Say the name.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah.
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 It didn't even sound like a real name.
It
I
sounds
know.
like the name of a Cabbage Patch Kid.
We don't know if it's him for sure. But it seems like it might be. They were looking at Benedict Cumberbatch and Tom Hardy.
I love Tom Hardy. I'm cool with either one of those.
Keanu Reeves did an AMA and really wanted to do it when somebody brought it up.
Yeah.
There's that too. I could see him as a Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
You know
Tom
what I mean?
Hardy's don't sleep on that dude. He's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Have you
Benedict Cumberbatch.
You've watched Benedict Cumberbatch's Sherlock, right?
Yes.
It's amazing.
It's great.
Yeah.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
He's got a movie coming out.
It sounds like a plantation owner from the 1800s.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay. August 5th, 2016, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
What's that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's Warner Brothers.
Cool. So maybe it has something to do with Spider-Man universe?
No, that would be Sony.
That would be Sony.
Didn't Warner Brothers do...
Columbia. Sony and Columbia.
But I thought they did... No, never mind.
Warner Brothers does Batman.
Batman. Yeah.
So I wonder if it's done with that. November 11th is... They have logos, by the way, just to let you know.
No, Cloak and Dagger's, sorry to go back, but they're Marvel.
Okay. Suicide Squad, the logo that they're showing me is a skull and crossbones in a circle, if that helps.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
November 11th,
Is it a
Sinister
pirate movie?
6. That looks like a Spider-Man movie.
That's definitely a Spider-Man movie, because the Sinister Six is our Spider-Man villains.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's November 11th.
So Suicide Squad is DC,
Okay.
also known as Task Force X.
Okay. Know nothing of that.
Nope. Me either.
But the Sinister Six is definitely Spider-Man.
Okay. March 3rd is Wolverine 3.
Probably be good.
Because, I mean, Fox is known for beating dead horses.
Right?
I don't know. I like the last
Probably
Wolverine.
still see it, yeah.
Dude, the Deadpool in it was so bad.
On this list that I have, May 5th, unknown movie, Marvel.
May 5th of 2017?
Yeah.
Is that Guardians 2?
It might be. It just says unknown movie on this list.
Is that has to be updated?
There's a few unknown movies.
Okay.
Who the fuck is
Why
this?
did you put an unknown movie on a list?
I think that list is just not updated.
From Marvel's new game plan?
You know what? I think you might be right. Fuck this list. When was this? 9 days ago.
It should have been updated.
Yeah, it should have been updated.
All right. What's next on the list?
What'd you leave off? May 2016?
May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
Yep.
It's a Star Wars movie.
No, it's May 5th. Sorry. Yeah, if you want to do a quick lookup of these. The next movie after that is Wonder Woman, June 23rd.
Okay.
Who's playing Wonder Woman again?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I thought they announced that.
July 14th is Fantastic Four 2. Which I thought that was Rise of the Silver Surfer. That was the second Fantastic Four.
Yeah, what fucking list are you looking at?
So here's the Marvel universe.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is July 28th.
Yeah.
The Marvel list, without specific dates, is Captain America Civil War 2016, Doctor Strange 2016, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 2017,
Bam.
Thor Ragnarok 2017.
Ragnarok?
Is
That's what it
interesting.
is then.
Ragnarok is like a clone of Thor.
What?
Yeah, that Tony Stark makes to fight Thor. It's it's considered to be the best Thor storyline.
The Thor that fights
Really?
in the Infinity War is clone Thor,
Yeah,
Beard Thor,
Ragnarok.
because the original Thor is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he kills him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's nuts. He's just got this beard, and you're like, oh, it's Lumberjack Thor.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's Ragnarok.
Brawny Thor.
It's Ragnarok, who killed the original Thor, who's now fighting.
After that,
Infinity
you've got
War.
Black Panther 2017, Avengers
I don't
Infinity
know.
War Part 1.
I don't know
2018.
anything about Black.
Captain Marvel 2018, that should be interesting. Inhumans 2018, that should be interesting. And then Avengers Infinity War Part 2 2019.
So let's go back to Black Panther. I don't know anything about Black Panther, really. I never got into the comic books or where he fits into the Marvel universe.
Okay, so...
Is he like an offshoot like Ant-Man?
No. So... Hang on one second.
What's his position?
He's an African-American superhero.
Great.
Was he created shortly after the Black Panther movement with Malcolm X?
Maybe. He went to Berkeley.
He did. He got all crazy in the 60s.
Started fighting crime.
Now he goes by his Islamic name.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it is.
Mohammed
If
Panther.
you haven't seen the character art for it, you should check it out. It looks really good. So here's the...
I've seen that. I just don't know who he is. Like, I just genuinely don't...
So his name actually predates the founding of the Black Panther Party.
Okay.
Yeah. He was the first black superhero in mainstream comics.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So Black Panther, he owns a bunch of, what's it called? Vibranium? Shit. I can't remember the name of it.
Is he like a black Tony
But he
Stark?
owns the mines. Hang on, I'm going back to the thing that Ultron is made out of.
Oh, that ties in very well.
So he is in South Africa, and so he's this like really highly educated doctor who owns these mines where they mine the material that they made Ultron out of. And so I can't remember if they needed him to kill him or what the case was with that.
Do you think he's going to be in Avengers Age of Ultron?
Here, I'll just read you the... He should be in it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And then he gets his own movie.
And
after.
if you notice in the Age of Ultron trailers, there's you see the skyline of South Africa.
Yeah,
so that's where Black Panther will be.
All right.
But
he's probably got a lot of crime to fight over there.
Do you want me to go through the non-Marvel movies? I have about 3 years.
While you're looking that up, Adam, what's next on the list?
Justice League.
All right. That'll be fucking awesome.
Yep. Female lead Spider-Man spinoff.
Ew.
Venom Carnage.
Yes! Fuck yeah!
That'll be good.
Hopefully they don't fuck it up.
Carnage is one of my favorite villains ever.
Yeah.
He's just fucking psychopathic and has crazy-ass powers.
Except for Topher Grace. Nobody likes Topher Grace.
No, not really.
No, not as Venom.
No.
I don't like him because his name's he goes by Topher. That's such a fucking dick move.
Instead of Twofer?
Instead of Christopher?
Or Chris?
Yeah.
Or Fur?
Or Money C?
Don't forget about Lego Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a movie. I'll probably watch that.
Yeah.
I'll watch that.
Yeah.
If it's Will Arnett.
Lego Batman.
It is Will Arnett.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
Lego Batman is one of the best parts of the Lego movie.
It is.
Yeah.
2018, The Flash.
Sweet.
X-Men, some X-Men movie.
Cool.
It just says unknown X-Men movie.
All right. They won't stop that.
Nope. Aquaman. Nobody will care.
No, fuck that. Dude. Gayest superhero ever. Outside of Green Lantern.
Dude, I love Green Lantern.
Well, Green Lantern was actually gay in the 90s. I meant that literal.
Well, everyone's entitled to experiment and save the world.
Especially in the 90s.
Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Sweet. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was great.
I never saw it.
Ooh.
I haven't seen any of the reboots on Spider-Man. I'm just not ready.
2019.
They're good. The Amazing Spider-Man are good.
Shazam.
Sweet.
Yeah, is Shaq going to be in it?
No. DC,
that'll be sweet,
DC
dude.
Shazam. Justice League 2.
All right.
2020, you got a Cyborg movie.
Which is?
Cyborg.
Oh, Cyborg.
Yeah.
I never got into Cyborg.
I got into Cyborg as Teen Titans.
Yeah, I just know him from
I fucking love Teen Titans.
Teen Titans is great.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then another Green Lantern.
Beast Boy.
X-Force. X-Men. Sandman. Justice League Dark.
Sandman.
That could be good.
Was that just
Justice
an individual
League
movie,
Dark
Sandman?
could be
Or was
really
that
good.
following?
Those were movies in the works with unreleased dates.
Okay, so here's Black...
So Sandman wasn't a subtitle of another movie? It just says Sandman?
No, Sandman. The superhero Sandman.
I only know him as a villain in the Spider-Man universe.
Maybe it's a Spider-Man Sandman.
Maybe it's a villain movie.
Let me look.
Super villain movie?
Here we're circling back to Black Panther.
Yeah, it's Warner Brothers. No, that's DC superhero.
Yeah. Weird.
You want to know?
Yeah.
All right. So T'Challa is the former king of Wakanda, a fictional country located in Northeast Africa that is world leader in technology.
That's not South Africa.
But it's South Africa in the fucking Age of Ultron movie.
Okay,
This is from the comics.
Okay.
He's one of the richest people in the Marvel Universe, as well as one of the smartest, a polymath in the fields of computer science and electrical engineering with a PhD in physics from Oxford.
Black Tony Stark.
He has a peak human near superhuman strength and agility, augmented by a high-tech panther suit made of woven vibranium.
Vibranium, that's what Ultron is made out of?
I said that, right? Of his own design, and he can call on the accrued knowledge of all the Black Panthers through the ages.
That's fucking...
In his
Black
time as ruler of Wakanda,
Tony Stark.
He's had to defend his nation against neo-colonial governments looking to exploit Wakanda's supply of vibranium.
Sweet.
Yeah. So it's Wakanda's role as the Saudi Arabia vibranium that will most likely bring the Black Panther into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Vibranium, because of its ability to absorb vibrations and deflect energy, is for all intents and purposes indestructible. It's the metal of Captain America's shield and the metal from which Ultron's chassis is made.
They should have made Wolverine's claws and skeletal structure out of that.
Nope, they're made out of adamantium.
Yeah, but they should have.
Nope.
It would have been more effective.
Nope.
But then he'd be able to do more stuff and cool things.
What can he already do? He's already indestructible and can fucking tear anybody up.
Except for when he
but he can't absorb and deflect energy with him.
Except for when he has bones that grow out like that. that was dumb.
Yeah,
that was dumb in that movie. We all know it.
Yeah.
But it was going back in time and stuff.
Yeah.
Since there's no format, let's jump into some fucking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
Whoa, Paul, you look fucking soaking wet.
You know it.
You got some news on your face.
Did I get it?
Yeah, what is that over there?
Rub that news on your tits. Yeah.
Yeah, you like that?
I'm so fucking rock hard with news.
With news, yes. Definitely news.
Yep.
All right. So, first on the docket, what do we got over there, Paul?
What docket?
I don't know. You had some news.
No format.
It's not news. I was just nerding out about Kingdom Hearts.
What were you going to nerd out about?
I was just going to talk about the worlds that could be possible for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Like what?
Like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
They haven't done a single fucking Pixar movie yet.
Yeah.
I don't know, random Indiana Jones.
They didn't do Toy Story?
Lucasfilm. No, they didn't. They did not do Toy Story.
All right.
Obviously Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph.
I didn't watch Frozen.
It was good.
Wreck-It Ralph was good.
Wreck-It Ralph was great.
Yeah.
They still haven't done a Robin Hood.
Do you think the women in this country that were married to a dude named Ralph after that movie came out, and they were about to have sex with him, ever said "Wreck-It Ralph"? Referring to it as their vagina?
Or is him going, I'm going to wreck it!
Yeah. Speaking of which, I had an interesting thought along those same kind of lines. You've seen the movie Candyman, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if, like, after you said Candyman and the mayor, was it 5 times? 3 times? 5 times?
I think it was...
It was one of the two.
3 to 5.
3 to 5 in the general. Yeah. Sometimes 4 works. Who knows?
4.2.
But what if it was like Handyman? And like you said, Handyman.
Fix-It Felix shows up?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And then like murders your baby. Like,
I'm gonna fix it!
Like replaces your lights and shit, and fixes the ceiling fan, your dishwasher, and then just slaughters your family.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yep.
I fixed it for you. Now you're single again. Fixed. Your life is fixed.
Well, yeah. I don't know. 2015 is going to be a big year for games.
Yes.
I
This
mean,
month is going to be big for games.
Well, yeah. Well, we went over those in the beginning.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah,
And they're all going to be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yep.
Did you ever play Ruby or Sapphire?
Nope.
They're so mediocre. I can't wait for them to remake them and make them so much better. I don't know. Selaya's really big into them.
He's always into Pokemon.
Dude, he's balls deep in Pokemon. If he could fuck a Pokemon, he would. He'd fuck all of them. Gotta fuck them all.
You know that I used to cry myself to sleep when I was 10.
Jigglypuff?
I would. Yeah. He'd probably be really soft on the inside.
Yeah. No, I used to cry myself to sleep when I was 10 every night because I didn't live in a world filled with Pokemon. That's a true story.
I thought you were going to say because your dad didn't love you.
No, it was because I didn't have Pokemons as my best friends.
Oh.
That is really pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2015, yeah, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 15.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
3.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
And Witcher 3.
Witcher 3.
Evolve.
Yeah, Evolve comes out. I played the beta.
How was
the
it?
alpha.
Did you give me the key?
I did.
Okay, I gotta play that.
It went up on Tuesday, or it ended Tuesday.
Oh, well.
You didn't miss out on anything.
What was your impression?
I don't know. It's the same thing with Left 4 Dead. I don't understand why somebody would pay $60 for Left 4 Dead.
It was good. Left 4 Dead was good.
It was good.
It had like a shitty campaign.
It had the worst campaign, almost non-existent campaign.
And?
It had sweet multiplayer.
Well, decent.
And that was it.
Yeah. It didn't have enough game modes in the multiplayer.
No, and Left 4 Dead was good in the sense that when it was on sale, it was worth the $10 or $20 you paid for it. Evolve feels the exact same way. It's so linear with these job classes. It's like, it's cool because you're like, hey, I have support class. Hey, I have medic. Hey, I have, a trapper, and you can be the monster. Oh, hey, cool. But it sucks. Like, I mean, dude, it gets so boring so fast.
Did you see, like, some of the players on their own team were, like, teaming up with the monster?
No.
Yeah, I saw this on Kotaku. It was, like, people were getting, like, fed up and teaming up with a monster.
Yeah.
So I guess that doesn't say a lot about the gameplay.
No. Well,
You can take that.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, it wasn't... I'm not excited for it. We'll see what happens. It was just the alpha, but coming from Left 4 Dead Studios, I don't really see that much more being added to the game.
Yeah, well, they're not, like, super famous for their different modes. Left 4 Dead had, like, 2 modes.
Yeah.
It had, like,
Left 4 Dead 2, you were able to play as zombies, and it was a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the game that we always played instead of Left 4 Dead because Left 4 Dead wasn't as satisfying, that had worse graphics? Killing Floor. Yeah.
Yep.
That was great.
Yeah, that's a great game.
That's still a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Graphics suck, but it's still a great game.
Absolutely.
All right, so what else we got for 2015 so far?
Persona 5.
Fuck yeah.
I'm excited for that game.
Persona 5?
Yep.
You have
Was
to
Catherine the only of the Persona series that you played?
Yes.
Oh, man.
You have to play Persona 4.
Persona 3 was my favorite, but I could let you borrow Persona 4 because it's for the Vita.
Yeah, but I would have to borrow your Vita.
It's collecting dust.
Do it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't use my Vita. I used it once for Destiny for remote play.
How was that?
It sucked.
Yeah.
Just like the PlayStation TV that just came out. It sucks.
Did you buy it?
No.
Oh.
No, the latency on it is ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But you can play Vita games on it on your TV.
That's the only draw to it.
And it looks really blown out and shitty.
I can also put in my Persona 4 disc into my PS2.
What?
Does it work?
Yeah, because I have it for the PS2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Persona 4 is great.
Yeah,
You'd really like that. It's like this, it's like a murder mystery where you jump into the TV.
Yeah. And then you fight monsters with Pokemon.
Yep. That come out of your head.
Yeah, and then you can mix them together.
Do they don't blow them out of their head.
What, they come out of their head like this with cards. Like,
yeah, but they don't blow them out with a gun
in Persona
anymore.
3, you blow your brains out every time you need to summon your Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, they take out a gun called an evoker, and then they fucking shoot themselves in the head. On the other side, the Persona comes out and fights battles for them.
Persona 3's story was way better than 4.
I think
4, you had to play the game 3 times to get like a good ending. Because you had to build up all the social links.
I never beat it.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Persona 4. So Persona 5's coming out next year?
Yep, and they announced at Tokyo Game Show that it's going to be for the PS4.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That's the first time.
Yeah, because they're always like a gen behind on consoles. They came out with Persona 4 on the PS2 after like the PS3 had been out for like a good 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, Atlas has been kind of getting more current. They put out Catherine. They put out Persona 4 Arena. Like they're trying to, I think, stay current.
That's Shin Megami. Like Atlas puts out tons of games all of the time. I mean, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2.
Yeah. But I'm like the Shin Megami series.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, they just actually started putting up their classics on the PlayStation Store, like Digital Devil Saga.
Okay.
Devil Summoner. Those games,
they're
all cool games. Shin Megami always uses the same mythology of his monsters, which is nice.
Like the same names for them?
Like the same types of creatures, kind of like Final Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. What else for 2015? Anything we forgot about?
Comic-Con pre-reg is this week.
Is it really?
Yep.
We should probably do that.
Jesus.
Can't pre-reg. We didn't have tickets. We didn't have tickets in our name.
Yeah. That sucks. So then you just have to wait for open enrollment or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I think I still need to register for the website.
You do need to register.
Yeah.
You need to get an ID because they'll lock that down. So you have to have like a
That was the problem I had last year.
Yeah, you can't just, like, nobody can just go and buy tickets. You have to have, like, an actual...
You have to register with the website, and then they'll lock it down X amount of time before the tickets go on sale.
Correct.
Yeah. That was such a blast.
Yeah, I can't wait for next year.
Fuck yeah, dude. You gonna go, Paul?
Yeah, actually, I probably will.
Cool. Do you think you're gonna go for all 4 days?
That's the only option.
Yeah, if I'm going all the way out to California, I'm going to go.
I don't know. Some people only go for like a day.
Are you going to go to Atlanta next year?
What? What is that, PAX East?
No, the international thing.
No.
Okay.
What international thing?
The international thing.
My cousin's been wanting me to go to PAX East, and I'm like,
I heard it's fucking cool, man.
Did you hear about the arcade that just opened up here?
No.
It's in, like, Mesa. It's in a warehouse. You go and you pay, like, $15, and it's all the old school arcade games that you can just play all day long.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do they have Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
No, more importantly, do they have Primal Rage?
Primal Rage is so cool.
Yeah.
I only played that on GameCube.
I only played that on arcade.
Huh? It's good on GameCube.
Rampage.
Simpsons?
Yeah! Or the X-Men game?
Or Turtles in Time?
Turtles in Time is the greatest game ever made.
Turtles in Time?
You've never played Turtles in Time?
Mm-mm. I have the reboot for the PS3.
Did they have it at...
Do you really?
It sucks. They cut out so much.
If they didn't have it at Fiddlesticks, I didn't play it.
Well, they had it on SNES. It's the best SNES game.
It was a ported copy. It was from arcade to the SNES.
And to buy it on like eBay, it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, you could really also download a ROM of it
for free.
Yep.
Did you know that
the Bay of Pirates?
No, you can sort of legally download it from any website because I'm pretty sure that Konami kind of
doesn't care.
Fizzled out. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they still make a couple games, right? Probably not.
Wait, does Konami still do Metal Gear Solid?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Did you see that the third guy finally got arrested from Pirate Bay? The co-founder of Pirate Bay got arrested. He fled to Vietnam, and then he was crossing a border, and they found him, caught him, finally took him back.
He shouldn't have crossed the border.
It's been he's been on the run for 4 years.
On the lam?
Yes.
That would be the correct response to that question.
I didn't know what you said.
On the lam?
On the lamb?
On the lamp?
On the run?
On the rump?
From the lamp?
Yes.
Sweet.
So, I think that's it.
I still don't know what you were asking. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up then. Wait. Do we want to talk about Sunset Overdrive?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then we'll not talk about that game. All right. That's going to conclude episode season 3 of the Geek Lazer podcast. With us today, we had Mr. Adam Merritt.
Vaya con Dios.
Mr. Paul fucking Ritchie.
Yes.
All right. That's been the Geek Lazer podcast, where if we don't talk about it, you shouldn't care about it.
This has been another great presentation of the Four-Eyed Radio Network. You can catch more shows at foureyedradio.com.